Alright, for today I would like to talk about benchmark assets. Usually from the many previous episodes, every episode I always pull up the stickers. The stickers is basically quick assessment like kaspa, HGHD, Bitcoin, PAXG for gold, and VXUS and SPY. But all of those stickers has meanings. For today we're gonna ignore kaspa and HGHD because kaspa for now I consider as a speculative assets. For HGHD, it's basically dividend focus, so it's defensive. So we're gonna focus on the other four tickers. So let's start with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is basically, for me, it's a crypto benchmark. It's based on the market cap. PAXG, it's basically commodity benchmark. VXUS is an ETF that portray the market outside the US, for basically world market except the US, where the SPY is the only US top 500 company. So if you want to know more in your iPhone, you can just click those icons and you can get those more details. Before we start talking about VXUS and SPY, we're gonna need to establish the world map first. So here, as you can see, and the black arrow is basically 48 states for the United States, and the white arrow is Alaska, and red arrow is Hawaii, which means beside those three arrows is basically the rest of the world, which has different country, different jurisdiction, different system. Basically, the rest of the world is not US, means they have a different rules, regulation, policy, and etc. So we're gonna start with a VXUS. That's basically, again, those are, you can see green, a circle, and a red cross. There are three red cross, which mean again that is the US. VXUS is not gonna include the US, but it include the rest of the world. European countries, Asian countries, so everything is gonna include it in the VXUS except any companies that in the US. So like a TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor, or LVMH, Toyota, Honda, basically is gonna be included in the VXUS. Okay, so VXUS means we're able to get a quick assessment about the world market except the US. For the SPY is basically US top 500 again. Those three circles considered as United States, where the red, anything else beside the US is not gonna be included. No, US plays 60 to 70% market capitalization for the whole world. So basically the majority of the market is derived from US. So here SPY able to portray the US market condition. VXUS beside the US market condition, where the SPY is the US market condition. So with those combined, we're able to know the world market condition. Beside those VXUS and SPY, we got a Bitcoin. So Bitcoin again is a crypto benchmark, as you can see from the CMC crypto market cap. This is the top 10. Top one, basically Bitcoin, and the market cap is way ahead than the number two, which is Ethereum. Is only, as you can see, 280 billion, where the Bitcoin is 1.4 trillion. So it's way ahead. So that's why I consider Bitcoin as the crypto benchmark. So for the gold is one of the commodities. There are many commodities like silver, coffee, cotton, copper, gas, and of course oil. So but gold is gonna be our commodities benchmark. So this is the top 13 assets based on their market capitalization. You can see top one is gold and the silver is number two. So as you can see, except number 8, and is basically all of those companies is from the US, and the rest is basically either commodities or Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is number 13 now. So this is top 13 in the world. So when I pull up the sticker again, so you can basically have a quick assessment about the world condition, the market condition. SPY is the American companies, where VX US, world companies except the US. Combining them, basically we understand how the world current market conditions, where Bitcoin is basically the crypto benchmark again, and gold PAXG is basically the gold is the commodity benchmark. By knowing these four assets, we know about the crypto condition, commodities condition, American market condition, and the rest of the world market condition at a glance. Alright, today is March 20th, 2026, 1 a.m. in the morning. So far the market looks red basically, except HGHD. I just added another $10 for each hour of our assets, so we can start with kaspa. Kaspa, we got 3,700 of kaspa. We still minus $31 or minus 18%. Still not as good, even though it's pumping, but it's still minus. Alright, for the other assets, we got syrup USDC still number one. It's $162, where the S&P 500 is $154. Bitcoin is $127, and no assets that are able to compete with syrup USDC. Second best that we got is S&P 500 so far. So Bitcoin and kaspa still under the syrup USDC, which is our baseline. So that is our portfolio for today.